How's it going, everybody? Rye here today, and we are back with our Oakland Athletics franchise mode here today at the beginning of season number 5. And guys, as we always do, we're going to get up to the draft here about June 5th. It usually is, and hopefully get off to a good start. It is the year 2026, and we did put a lot of work in the offseason and at the end of last season. Hopefully, luck is on our side, and I just kind of want to win some games. I want to make it to the postseason with you guys, so let's go ahead, jump into it here. We are just about to get to spring training. I did kind of stop a little bit beforehand. There's really nothing we need to do. As you guys can see, our team is pretty ridiculous. 6th best catcher, we got Adley Rutschman. The starting pitchers are 5th. First baseman are 7th. Second and short are 4th and 4th. That's Bo Bichette and Jazz Chisholm, which is really exciting to say. So I can kind of show you guys here. Actually, I want to show you guys the depth chart view. I kind of like that view better. We got Gallen. We moved on from, I think it was, Logan Webb. Is that his name? We moved on from him. He doesn't matter to me anymore. And we signed David Peterson in the offseason. He pitched very good for Chicago in 2 seasons. Had a really great season last season. You can see his FIP here was really, really quite spectacular. And it kind of was misleading last season, his ERA being so much worse. But then we got Tyler Skubal still sitting here. He is from Cali. I'm kind of collecting anybody from Cali. Tyler Glass now. There is our 4th rotation guy, and Gunnar Hoglund, a guy who we traded for a few years ago, is now here and in the starting rotation. You guys can see we signed Elias Diaz, and we traded for Adley Rutschman. Karinchak did come back. Tyler Rogers, Ryan Weathers, Miguel Castro, Connie Nelson. Connie Nelson, I think, I'm not sure what I want to do about him. That's something. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pitching rotation. He is in the long reliever spot right now, but I feel like if I go to free agency and take a look at, another starting pitcher who I could throw in the bullpen, guys like Clayton Kershaw, make him an offer, right? 1 year, $8 million. Don't really have the money for that, right? So Lance Lynn, 1 year, 2.6. We have the money for that. But I feel like I could trade, just easily trade for somebody real quick. Make a trade, taking a look at starting pitchers. Some of these guys like the 75 Isaiah Campbell here. Like, he'd be a guy I'd rather have, or DL Hall, or, Sam Bachman here is probably not a guy we're going to go after and get. But, somebody in the, right here, oh my God, Taijuan Walker, no thank you not on that contract. Oh, wow, that would be quite a bit. Yeah, I'm not giving up Ramon Laureano. I think I might be able to, but I don't know. Do I want to do that? I don't know. We're going to get to spring training here and get through it. No, we don't have any renewable contracts anyway. Contract extensions, Rosarina, Rutschman, Karinchak, Skubal. I kind of want to just give Rutschman an offer now. He wants $12.1 million a year. If we give him a 2-year deal, it's less. 2 years. Wow, that's so cheap if we give him a 2-year deal. I almost want to do that, but I think we're going to leave it as is for now. I mean, 3 years at 2.4. Oh my God. 2 years at 1.9 a year for Michael Busch. Give me that all day long. But you guys can see we are looking pretty good. The lineups, it's pretty insane. I'm so happy with how the team has turned out. Rosarina, I don't know why he's in right. He's a left fielder. We'll flip-flop those. I've made Ramon Laureano a right fielder. So anyway, you guys can see Michael Busch is our DH. And then we've got Tyler Soderstrom, who I will send down to AAA. JP Crawford is on the bench. He's so good. I mean, he's I brought him in as like a secondary option if Chisholm didn't come back, because I was really certain I wanted Bo Bichette. Kind of like if one of those two guys didn't come back, we were going to play JP Crawford and start him, which I'm totally fine with still doing. Freddie Thompson is going to play this season. He's going to platoon. Robert Poisson as well. We know about him. And then Elias Diaz is that guy off the bench for us. So I'm pretty happy with everything. Mac Denton can stay up as well. So we got our 2 outfielders, our 2 infielders, and then our 1 backup catcher. Soderstrom will head down. So will Pablo Mora and Devlin Granberg as well. Nelson Kim will probably also be sent down. So he's a 71. He did kind of drop. We are the #1 team in baseball as it starts here in the spring training. God, not preseason. Let's go ahead and get up through the end. Let's auto fix the lineups. And yes, I've got one important notification. Transactions. Do we send somebody down? Pending. They're waiving people. Okay. No, thank you. I don't care about any of those guys. Let's go ahead. Why are they waiving people in spring training? That's weird. All right, so let's get through this training. And oh my God, things are looking good. 17-12, I will take that. Well, we're 2 games back at the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks, well, we'll see. Injured list, Freddie Thompson tore his labrum. He's out for 6+ months. Wow. So Nelson Kim, I guess, is not getting sent down, but we are going to do the sending down of the rest of the players. Delvin Granberg, AAA. Yep. There we go. Pablo Mora, move him to AAA. Cade Cavalli, we will move him to AAA. Yimi Garcia, Lee Rodriguez, Mac Denton is going to stay up. Blaine Enlow, I'm probably going to move him to AAA. Ray Del Gaudio, same thing for him. Tyler Soderstrom, will move him to AAA one more season. I think he'll be really good there. They're all on waivers. I don't want to put them on waivers. Why? Oh, they out of options? Shoot. Jordan Wicks, move him to AA. Oh, God, I feel like we're going to lose everybody if I keep doing it this way. Ugh, I hate this. Okay, we need to send down one more player, and I think it's probably a pitcher, and it's probably going to be Cade Cavalli. Oh, no, he's already down. Excuse me. Yimi Garcia. We'll move him to AAA. Yep, there we go. All right, so he is down. All right, so we'll advance to the regular season, and there we go. So our roster is all set. We got 26 there. We're going to have to figure out the minor leagues. Transactions completed. Tigers have acquired Lamonte Wade. Oh, God, so many players. All right, so I think we're all set here. I think I do need to, I definitely need to focus on the minor leagues here, so you guys can see the AAA needs a shortstop. They probably need another catcher. They need 3 starting pitchers, right? So we should work on that. And then obviously AA has almost nobody. So I will go ahead and do that, and I will catch up with you guys in just a second here. All right, guys, so I have run into a bit of a snag. I did sign Clayton Kershaw, but I did notice that we're out of assignments on Connie Nelson, and I really don't want to take the chance that somebody snags him. So I don't know who else to send down, honestly. Tyler Soderstrom's already on waivers, right? Michael Bush and Chisholm there. JP Crawford, Robert Poisson, they got to stay up, right? Nelson Kim is up because Freddie Thompson. I guess I could try and send Mac Denton down to AAA. Yes, that's fine, and we can call him up later. Right now, we should be okay to start the regular season. I didn't touch the minor leagues just because I kind of got worried for a second there. So, I mean, we can go through and take a look at some starting pitchers to put in the minors, right? Kyle Gibson. And these guys aren't going to want cheaper deals. There we go. We got some guys here that are going to just kind of fill it out for us. They're not great, right? So we can get maybe some bullpen arms. No, I don't think so. Okay. Blake Trennen is a free agent as well, so he could come in if we needed him to. Do we need? Yeah, we probably need some catchers for the minor leagues. There's not really anybody younger that would take a cheaper deal to play in the minors. All right, there we go. There's the kind of player that I'm looking for, is the players that don't want much money. 2 years at $40,000 a season. I will go ahead and offer him a contract there. $80,000. There we go. All right, first baseman, we need to probably sign 1 or 2. So Engelman, beautiful. Second baseman, they don't have any shortstops. Or is it second baseman down there in the minors? Oh, God. Looking 2 years at $60K. I'll do that for sure. These cheaper deals, $60K, $70K, just accept it. I'm not going to negotiate that hard over that little amount of money. Uribrel Angeles is looking for $60K a year. I can give him that. Same thing here. Vaughn, left field, we'll offer Daniel Cabrera. So these are the guys that I'm going to fill out the minor leagues. Brian De La Cruz. No. Oh, there we go. He wants 4 years at $30,000. Oh, he's looking for $700,000 a year. Not going to do that. But Jordan Adams, yeah, he's looking for a very cheap deal as well. Esteban Chavez, we'll sign him, and then go after a couple right fielders here. Willie Carter wants $80K a year for 1 year. So we'll sign him for the 1 year deal. See how it goes. $90K, screw it. And then one more guy here, Jonathan Rodriguez. Perfect. All right. So that's something that should help fill out the minor league rosters. We are over by 1 player, and I am a little worried about that. I want to send somebody down who maybe has options left. But Grayson Rodriguez is already up too. So Grayson Rodriguez is in the bullpen, right? Connie Nelson's one of the best prospects in baseball. Is somebody going to snatch him? I just really don't want to get all my players snatched on me. Lee Rodriguez, move him to a AAA. Yes, that's fine. We'll figure that out later. We're going to lose the first game of the season. Why is Clayton Kershaw? Sorry. I was like, why is he starting? He's not. But we have no setup relievers. That's great. Clayton Kershaw, go ahead and be a setup guy. Move him to the bullpen, kind of makes sense. And then same thing for Connie Nelson. Yeah, why don't make him a setup man as well, and then Grayson Rodriguez can be the long reliever there. All right, so we lost the first game of the season to the Mariners. We're gonna whoop them 6-1, and David Peterson get his first win, and then there we go. So we are one more game against Seattle. There we go. So we do win 3 of 4. Do we still have players on waivers? No, they made it through waivers, which is good to see. I can't believe those guys made it through waivers. Connie Nelson as a setup man, okay. All right. He gave up 1 run in 1 inning pitch. He gave up a solo home run. Did strike out 1 player. I do kind of want to send him down to AAA, but I am worried about attempting to pass him through waivers. I'm very, very worried about doing that. But he just needs to play in AAA. He straight up just needs to play in AAA. So I'm going to try and pass him through waivers. And we are going to, auto fix the Aviators, auto fix the rotation. All right, so we split with Texas there in a quick 2-game series. Roster, Bobby Mora. Okay, starting pitchers, Connie Nelson. Is he still on waivers? Is currently on optional. Okay, he is already on waivers. So there we go. So the team right now is the best team in all of baseball. 3rd best contact and 3rd best pitching, 5th in defense and 5th in speed, and we just don't have a ton of power. So that's where we're really lacking. But I'm pretty fine with how things are going right now. We're 4-2 to start the season. I think that's the best we've been. Would you like to? Yes. Oh, okay. It's revocable. I love that roster. Okay. Ryan Weathers. He's Miguel Castro. Oh, what do I do? Somebody's got to go down, right? Jordan Wicks. I could probably send down Jordan Wicks. I'm not. Yeah, I'll send down Jordan Wicks to AAA. That's fine. Jordan Wicks. He's 26 from Arkansas. I'd rather keep Connie Nelson for sure. I definitely screwed that one up. Connie Nelson, you'll go back to a setup role. Connie Nelson, please go back to a setup role. And then Karinchak is going to be our closer, which I think is going to be great for us. We got a really good bullpen. Obviously, we got a great starting rotation. Gunnar Hoglund there. Connie Nelson's not quite ready, I think, to be a starter, and neither is Grayson Rodriguez, but he does have that better potential. So maybe I will start him over Gunnar Hoglund. Grayson Rodriguez is A potential at 26, B potential at 26. I think I'd rather give Grayson Rodriguez the more innings pitched to see how he does. All right, so we got a series against the Angels, who have been kind of a nemesis for us this entire series. And, Matt Olson gets traded to the Red Sox from the Braves for Chad Green and Matt Juarez. And we are going to, there we go. We're going to auto-fix their roster and auto-fix their lineups. And we do win the series against the Angels 3-1. Quick 2-game series against the Mets as they sweep us. Here against Houston, we are going to split the series. And then against the Angels, 2-1 against them. So as you guys can see, we are now tied with Houston for first place in the division. You got to love that. Against Boston, we are going to win that series. We are going to split the series with Detroit. Against Cleveland, we are going to split that series. The Yankees, we lose that 3-game series. Against the Braves, though, why do we not have 4 valid lineups? What happened? Did somebody get put on? Mets have called I don't care. Scouting. That's fine. We're fine there. Taking a look at the injured list. Michael Busch suffered a injury. He's expected to be out 2 to 3 months, a shin injury. Okay, so why do we not? Oh, we do not have proper active lineups because we don't have enough players. Right. So we're going to need to call somebody up, I think. 2 are on the injured list. Who is the best player not on the Major League roster? It's Jordan Wicks. I kind of meant like a fielder. Mac Denton is cold. Nelson Kim is already up here, right? Pablo Mora, first baseman. How's he doing in AAA? Does he deserve a call-up? Definitely not. Mac Denton, how are you doing in the AAA? Screw it. We're going to move him to the MLB. Does he have... Actually, he's got 1 more minor league option. So we'll call him up, and there we go. Auto-fix the lineups. Sure. And then we are going to lose the series to Atlanta, and we get swept by Toronto, but we lose to Toronto. Kershaw is looking pretty awful right now. I signed him because I wanted more depth in the bullpen, and he's looking pretty bad right now. Grayson Rodriguez is cold. Let's bring Gunnar Hoglund back in there. Clayton Kershaw, lefty in the bullpen. wow, he is just horrendous. His FIP of 5.4. I'm gonna actually waive him. I'm just straight up gonna waive him. Where is he? There's Kershaw. We're gonna move him to the AAA. Use one of his minor league options. You'll love to see that. And then we're gonna call up, I think, Lee Rodriguez. Yeah, we'll move him to the MLB. There we go. Taking a look at the pitching rotation. Connie Nelson and Lee Rodriguez are now our setup men. The bullpen looks fine. So yeah, I think we're good there. The pitch, everybody's hot. Yeah, we're 20 and 19. We're 500. I absolutely hate everything. But we do sweep Seattle against Houston. We're going to beat Houston in a series against Seattle. We get swept, so completely dropping all games there, and we're playing 500 baseball again. Auto fixed our lineups. We win 3 straight games, though. Injured list, what happened? Robert Poisson's out 2 to 3 months. Oh, my God. The amount of players going out. 5 to 6 months still left on Freddie Thompson, who I was so hyped. He's 21. He's already an 82. He's going to be elite. Michael Bush fractured his shin, and Robert Poisson tore his calf. So we probably want to call up not Pablo Mora, not Brett Harris. No. I'm trying to think about who else we should call up. It's tough. Willie Carter is in the majors. I don't want Willie Carter in the majors. Move him to the AAA. I don't want him here. Mac Denton and Nelson Kim are our backup outfielders. JP Crawford, we need another backup infielder. I think I will. Pablo Mora was really good for us when he was up here. It's just because he can straight up hit. Like, he hits really well. But man, I think we need another player up here. I mean, I'm not going to call up Soderstrom. He's growing and he's doing nicely down there in AAA. So Pablo Mora, I think, is the guy I'm going to move to the MLB. Yeah, call him up, and then we should be good to go. We beat Baltimore. There we go. Lose to them, and we lose the series to them. Great. So after winning 4 straight, we're going to drop 2. Hopefully we can get past Tampa here. We drop a game to Tampa. We're now 4 games back of the Angels. Washington, we sweep Washington. That's huge. That's actually pretty big, because now we're 4 games back. Okay. We're 4 games back of the Angels, right? That's not too bad. This is probably the best we've been. And we're in a wild card spot, right? Okay. So things, I think, are starting to go better than we would have expected. Or no, we would have expected. He's out a day or 2 after straining his calf. Yeah, so he's back, so that wasn't anything to really worry about. Against the Yankees here, who we're actually in a battle with in the wild card. They're right there in the first wild card. We're in the second wild card. We're 5 games back of them. They're a pretty good team. We do need to beat the Angels when we do play them, but I think for now, this is going to be the last series before we get to the draft. So the Yankees, here we go. We're at the draft. It's time to get it underway. We are going to pick, I think, 16th, 17th, 17th. Yep, there we go. So we're going to pick a player here. We know a lot about a lot of these guys. Does anybody still have really good potential left? 75, Willie Sable. Sort by potential. Who is the highest accuracy with potential? Phil Hansen here. Phil Hinson, excuse me. Walter Wong is a closer, though. Third baseman, Franklin Iden. He's only 45 right now, but 60. Willie Sable's pretty darn close to being ready, right? Same thing with David Ramirez, but we have so many starting pitchers. I think I'm going to take Willie Sable because we know quite a bit about him. He's got that 75 potential, and he's already 65 overall. So we're going to go ahead and take him. He might have B potential, but I still will take that. I think that'll be very, very good for us. We'll see if that other starting pitcher who we know a lot about is still there. Because I would love to take him too. We're seeing a bunch of 70s right now, and that's really where it's going to end. 70s is where we're at, but Junior Enriquez is 70-70. Are you serious? 70-70? Good Lord. I think I'm going to take Junior Enriquez just because he could play next season. 70 potential is not terrible. It's not fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but sort by accuracy again. 70, I think that's what we're looking at here, unless we think Luther Morrison is actually 75. We know quite a bit about him, right? But we're not entirely sure. I'm not very confident in that report. Same thing with Bryant Williams here. I mean, Salvador Morales could be a guy we take a shot on. Screw it. It's a competitive balance round at the end of the second round, so we'll go ahead and take him. There's going to be definitely players available still, yeah. And then we got right fielder Alejandro Dominguez from Mexico. Doesn't seem to be a great hitter, but seems to be a very good fielder and got good speed. So we're going to go ahead and take him as well. Round number 4, and I believe we have, 2-3 picks remaining. So we'll pick another player here, obviously. And then Luther Morrison is still on the board, so we're going to take him because we know quite a bit about him. It's barely not green, right? Luther Morrison, he is 24, from Illinois, seems to be just everywhere, is just so well-rounded. So we'll see how he turns out here. Round number 5. Here we go. Who's still available? We still do know a good amount about a lot of players. And Derek Caldwell with 70 potential and 55 overall seems to be a pretty good pick. He's a 20-year-old catcher, and we did kind of just let Sean Murphy walk. We do have Adley Rutschman, but we're probably going to need some catchers. We got Alan Kane, but I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. And I believe this is the last round, so we will take Julio Zambrano, because if he has that 80 potential, and we know a little bit about him, and he's 60 overall, he's going to be an absolute gem, a peach, a steal, if you will. And there we go. Our 2026 amateur draft has come to an end. How do we do? Oh, let's simulate through, and we lose the series to the Yankees, and we are 4 games above 500. 5.5 back at the Angels, though, second best in the division. So we are close. We are 5-5, though. They are 8-2. They are going to pull away from us at that rate. I mean, they've picked up 3 wins on us, right? So we'd be 2 games back if not for that, 2.5. And we are tied in the wild card spot. Are we in a wild card spot? There are 3 wild cards. I forgot about that. I believe there are 3 wild cards now, right? Anyway, the Mariners are tied with us, so that's really where our competition lies. The Yankees and Blue Jays are 7 games. We probably look better at the AL West than at the wild card, so that's where I'd rather be. But taking a look at the draft picks, Willie Sable only has C potential and a dud of a draft, except for Salvador Morales. Junior Enriquez is another Nelson Kim type player. He's ready to play right now. He bat switch as a shortstop, which is I love. Willie Sable, though, only 75 potential. The scouts really dropped the ball there. I believe he had 75 potential, like well above average potential. Really, it's a bunch of players that are going to go into the depth of the organization and just kind of help us out, maybe be call-ups, but Junior Enriquez can probably help out next season. Like, he's going to be on the bench probably next season, so I'll go ahead and sign them all. I know I usually wait until the next episode, but there's not a lot of exciting names here for us to talk about other than Salvador Morales, who just is another great starting pitcher prospect for us, some mid-B potential. The rest of these guys have C potential, so we'll see what they become. But really, I don't know where we would need to upgrade. Taking a look, let's take a look at the statistics and team stats again, because that's always good to see. We are 5th in batting average and 2nd most at bats, so we're getting a lot of runs. Okay. Most hits in the league, home runs. Are we not hitting home runs? Are we hitting home runs at all? We're probably league average, right? Yeah, 13th there. Bo Bichette's rake. Oh my God. We got to take a look at the player stats too. This video is a little bit shorter than most. RBIs were 4th, right? So caught stolen base percentage, we're 4th. I don't want to steal, but we're doing it. Walks, are we doing it the athletics way? Yeah, sort of. We're getting a lot of hits though. That's what I like to see. We don't strike out almost ever. The batting is not the problem. The batting does not seem to be the problem. Plate appearances, obviously, we're up there. Grounded into double plays. Are we just getting unlucky? No, we're not. It's going to be average for us here. A little bit below average, actually, so we'll see. But assists, putouts, errors. Do we have a lot of errors? We should be a really good fielding team. Let me check the top first before I go all the way down to the bottom here. Taking a look, tied for 19th, so not great, but not awful. Fielding percentage should be right around the same spot. Yeah, 18th. ERA is, where's our ERA? Actually, not too bad, 11th. So Zach Gallen with a 2.52 ERA. Holy smokes, 4 complete games. How many shutouts? 3 shutouts. Okay, that's fine. Saves. Are we blowing saves? We shouldn't, but we are. Karinchak only has blown 2. Was Clayton Kershaw really screwing us over that hard? Clayton Kershaw, man, he had no blown saves. No blown saves for Clayton Kershaw. He had 1 save, took 3 L's, had 1 hold. So I don't know where our blown saves are coming from, but the good news is I can go find that. Player statistics. Here we go. Bo Bichette, how are you doing? OPS, Nelson Kim, 106.4. I know he's only had 32 at-bats, but that's still pretty good. Randy Arozarena, Bo Bichette. Poisson was killing it before he got injured. 39 at-bats again. Adley Rutschman doing very well. Mac Denton up there. I believe he was one of our first ever draft picks after Connie Nelson. Michael Busch as our DH hits pretty well. Verdugo, Bobby Witt Jr., Torkelson, Mora's still up there. Who is not pulling their weight? It's Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm is cold, but if he turns it around, right, we'll see. He's still got that 8 potential, but he is starting to drop a little bit just because of performance here. We know we don't strike out a lot, but who is hitting home runs? Do we have a home run hitter? 15 for Bo Bichette, 9 for Verdugo, 9 for Torkelson, and those are kind of the culprits you would expect being up there. Pablo Mora hasn't hit one, but he probably hasn't. Yeah, he's got 7 at bats, so can't really fault him for that. Mac Denton, pretty much everybody has one, so that's really cool to see. Let's keep going over here, taking a look at some more of the stats. Anybody got a really bad fielding percentage? Bobby Witt Jr., 96. Same thing with Bo Bichette. I mean, Bo Bichette's got one heck of an arm, but not a great fielder. Almost think you should, flip-flop these two. Play Bobby Witt Jr. at short and Bo Bichette at third. I don't hate that idea, actually. I don't hate that idea at all. I'm going to do that right now. You guys let me know if you hate the idea of playing Bo Bichette at third and Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop, because Bobby Witt Jr., has 86 fielding compared to Bo Bichette's 79 fielding, and it's a very high volume position, right? Bobby Witt Jr. might have the best fielding of the infielders, right? Jazz Chisholm doesn't have an arm, but he's a great fielder, right? And I think he's perfect for second base. Bo Bichette's got an arm, but he's not a great fielder. So I'd like to play him at third and see how that works. Let's go back to the statistics, though. Just see, sometimes you can learn a little bit from going through these statistics every once in a while. WAR, though, Adley Rutschman, I love it. I absolutely love it. Arozarena and Verdugo, Bo Bichette, even despite his subpar fielding, is probably creating so many runs. Everyone else is pretty average here. Jazz Chisholm at 0.2 WAR. Not what you want to see. I spent a lot of money to bring him back. $10 million for 2 years, and this is not the return I was hoping for. Although last year he had 4.1 more. I'm hoping he bounces back somewhere closer to that this season. Spencer Torkelson, again, just not a guy that's doing that much for us, right? 1.7 last year, 1.3 this year. Runs created of almost 90 last year, so that's pretty darn good. Bobby Witt Jr., again, so I think the position change, we'll see if that helps both of them, but 44 so far for Bo Bichette, and we're not even halfway through. He's going to hit 100 runs created this season. Verdugo, Arozarena, Torkelson's creating runs, so I guess it's just the fact that first basemen probably don't have a chance to accumulate a ton of WAR. They have to rake. But who's not creating a lot of runs? Obviously, Freddie Thompson's been injured. Mac Denton, Poisson, okay, Michael Busch, but he's been injured. JP Crawford's off the bench. Jazz Chisholm has been a bit of a disappointment. And I almost want to say, let's play JP Crawford and get what we can for Chisholm and help out the pitching. Because is the pitching really where we're struggling? Maybe. I don't know. We'll take a look at the ERA here. Lee Rodriguez is having a great season. We'll take a look at only starting pitchers for now. Speaking of great seasons, Zach Gallen is killing it. David Peterson, Skubal, Hoagland, Connie Nelson, Glasnow, and Rodriguez. So Glasnow, actually, in the rotation is not looking that great. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is anybody giving up a lot of home runs? Where is that? Quality starts. Connie Nelson hasn't made a start yet. Grayson Rodriguez had 4 though, or 3, excuse me. WAR, there we go. It's Gunnar Hoagland. Holy smokes. I love that. I love to see Gunnar Hoagland killing it. Zach Gallen, Gunnar Hoagland, Glasnow, Skubal, Peterson. Peterson's actually not doing as well as I thought, although he is cold right now. Home runs per 9. Grayson Rodriguez has given up quite a few. I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with their down being at 60. David Peterson at 79, 84, 68, and 70. It just kind of doesn't make a ton of sense. FIP, though, fielding independent pitching. Zach Gallen, Hoagland, Glasnow. Grayson Rodriguez not killing it. We'll see. 5.04. I wish they had FIP minus so I could see how they're doing compared to the league average, but take a look at the relief pitchers. We don't have a ton. Everyone's doing pretty average, right? ERA is probably not the best thing to look at. I kind of want to look at FIP. FIP. Yeah, so Ryan Weathers is having a very poor season. Obviously, with his negative 0.6 WAR, we'd be better off without Ryan Weathers, but he's still 26, 80. He's been on the team for 3 seasons now. He's been poor every season. And we're paying him $2.1 million. So maybe it's time to just straight up get rid of Ryan Weathers and see how that goes. Miguel Castro, though, none of these guys shouldn't have too big of wars, right? Like Tyler Rogers, James Karinchak, Miguel Castro. And then closing pitchers here. You can see he's been, fine? Yeah, he's fine. I'll take anybody that's not a negative there. FIP, really good, actually. So maybe we go after some more power. Maybe we go after pitching. I don't know. We're the best team in baseball on paper, and we're just straight up not playing like it. So I don't know what else to change here. Maybe the position thing between Bo Bichette and Bobby Witt Jr. is going to help us, but I don't know. Hopefully you guys have some ideas. I don't know what else to change on paper. Maybe some lineup things, maybe some rotation things. I don't know. That's why you guys are here. That's why I need you guys' help. So leave your comments down in the comment section. I will hopefully get to look at all of them, and hopefully you guys have some pretty good ideas. You guys are pretty smart. I trust you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This a free for all before we fall. This a free for all before we fall. Took some L's, but I guess you can't win them all.